Hey, what's going on, people? Today is day 7. That's right, day 7 of Vlognukkah. And I have my red headphones on today with my red microphone right here. That's right. I'm very red and blue. That is very blue. Anyways, this is one of my favorite golf shirts here, this blue color right here. Anyways, so today is it's a Saturday evening, and I wanted to show you guys show and tell this evening, just on a couple of items. So today is a great day here in Detroit. It was about 34 degrees. It was kind of cool and whatnot. No snow lately. It's going to have they say this next week there's going to be like an Arctic blast taking over, and that's going to be probably like a Wednesday or Thursday. It's going to drop way down into the 20s. That's really way down. It really isn't, but it's colder than it has been. It's going to be going from like 50 degrees to 20 degrees. That's a pretty big drop there. Anyways, so today is Saturday, which is also it's just wrapping up. It's not no longer the Jewish Sabbath. The Jewish Sabbath Shabbat started Friday evening. It's every Friday evening when the sun goes down, which is about in the wintertime. It's about 5:30 in the afternoon. Maybe sometimes the candle lighting is a little bit before that. I light them later than the candle lighting time because of my work schedule. And then the next day, when the Sabbath ends on Saturday, there is another ritual that you do on to end the Sabbath, and that's called a Havdalah service. So one of the Havdalah. Yesterday, I did light my Sabbath candles, and today we did not. I don't do a Havdalah service every Saturday. I try to just light my Sabbath candles on Fridays. But one of my I have a Havdalah set. Havdalah set is basically it's a set of religious things used to do the Havdalah service. It's the Havdalah has a huge candle, so it has there's a candle holder, and then there is a wine cup because you're supposed to drink from the wine, and then there's a spice. This is my very favorite part of it here. Right here, this is the spice holder. It has cloves in it, and you shake it up, you can hear it, and then you can smell it. I just bought some new cloves. They were in there before for a very long time, but it smells very good. It smells awesome. And I don't know exactly. I'll have to look it up another time, but I don't remember what the cloves are supposed to be. Maybe what they're supposed to be representing, but they're supposed to represent spices. So today is day 7. I missed a couple of days. I got busy doing things on one day. Let's see, on Thursday, which is a couple days ago, it was Thursday was my daughter's band, symphonic band, had a concert at the school at the Ferndale High School here in Ferndale, Michigan. They do really well. They do compete. They have a competitive marching band, but they also go to comp their symphonic band does do some some playing at some events, and they do really well. So they had their like winter or holiday program. No holiday music. It was really, really great classical music that they did really well. And then on let's see here, what did I do the rest of the so it's been a busy week. Other than the rest of the week, I had some things to do after work too. So trying to catch up here. It's day 7. Thought I would do it live. Don't know who's. I've got one viewer so far right now live. I don't know who it is. That's fine. But good evening to everybody. Um, so I wanted to show you what the menorah looks like here. I know you guys have seen maybe some pictures from from a book I read the other day, but there's my very favorite menorah right here. Sometimes they're short and very short, and but all of them have 9 lights. Some of them have the 9th light is going to be on one side or the other. That's probably some argument between 2 rabbis where what side it would be on. But usually the right, because we do right to left. And that's how we also light the menorah, since everything is right to left in the Jewish religion, such as reading. We always do right to left. So when I light the menorah, I'm going to start on the right. See, I take this. I'll have a candle. This is what I'll do. I'm going to get some candles, and I'm going to show you exactly about lighting it, because I think it's really important. So just stand by, because I'm going to come back and I'm going to have me some candles and so whatnot. So key the holding music, which I do not have, but we're going to talk about the menorah, and I'm going to pick up this piece of paper, and we're going to read something from Chabad.org, which is a great website. You should visit it if you are interested in knowing more about Judaism and stuff like that. So hold on. Should have brought this. I'm not prepared. Sorry. All right, we return. Dun, 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 dun. What have we won, Dave? Nothing. All right. So we have a box of menorah candles. In this box of menorah candles are 44 lights. That will be explained in just a minute. Why 44 lights? Can you guess why we have 44 lights? 44 candles for the menorah. Remember, there's 8 days. 8 days and 9 of these and 9 of the menorah candles. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the menorah here. So I'm going to hold it like this, and we're going to read about the menorah. So it's exactly what is a menorah? The word menorah is Hebrew for lamp, and generally refers to either the 7-branched golden candelabra that is lit every day in the tabernacle, and then the holy temple in Jerusalem, or the 8-flamed lamp that is lit on the 8 nights of the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah. That's right. So, the temple menorah, it says here. God tells Moses that the menorah should look like hammered out of a single chunk of pure gold. It comprises a single stem of which 6 branches extend on an upward slant, from the top of which each of the branches, as well as the central stem, are cups in which oil and wicks are to be placed. The menorah is highly an elaborate affair with 9 flowers, 11 bulbs, and it talks about this illustration of the temple menorah. And so they have a lot of menorah. They have most temples have a menorah of their own. Um, but the Hanukkah menorah, in the 2nd century of BCE, the Holy Land was ruled by the Seleucids, the Syrian Greeks, who tried to force people of Israel to accept the Greek culture and beliefs instead of the mitzvah or observance and belief in God. Against all odds, a small band of faithful Jews, led by Judah the Maccabee, defeated one of the mightiest armies on the earth, drove the Greeks from the land, and reclaimed the holy temple and rededicated it to service to God of the Jews. When they sought to light the menorah, they found that only a single or only a single cruse of oil that had escaped contamination by the Greeks. Miraculously, when they lit the menorah, they only had a 1 day supply of oil, and it lasted for 8 days until the new oil could be prepared under conditions of ritual purity. And to commemorate and publicize these miracles, the sages instituted the festival of Hanukkah. All right. So on every night, we light this menorah right here, and we have a candle which is here, and then we light it from right to left. So the first day of Hanukkah, you would have a single bearing a single candle that would be in the middle and one on the right, and you would light it there. That would consent for 2 candles, and you would take you would light the middle candle first, and you would come over here and hold it, and then you would light the second, light the first candle of the menorah of the Hanukkah days. On day 2, you would have 2 candles, 1, 2 here, and the third being the candle which is used to light the others. I think there's a special name for that, but I don't remember what it is. So then I would go ahead and I would, on the second day, I would light my my first candle here in the middle, and then I light my other 2 with that candle. There's also a prayer that you would say on the days of that is kind of like the candle lighting for the Sabbath, except you're going to be saying this prayer that is for lighting the candles of the menorah, which is slightly different. And every day there's that same prayer that you're going to be saying. So I really like this menorah because it really has a really nice architecture, like on the front. It looks very biblical. If you've ever seen like some type of historic, Jewish, metalwork, this really looks really nice. It really is not as what's my word? It's really not that shiny as it appears here on camera. Maybe it's just got a good look to it. Yeah. So there's 44 candles in a box. You buy them a box of menorah candles right here, and there's 44 in them here. And the reason is because if you total up all the days and all the candles you're going to be lighting, it equals out to 44. It's something I think that's really kind of cool. Always, it never goes, it always works out that you'll almost need 2 boxes every year because somehow something happens to one of your candles. It breaks because it's brittle or something happens, and you're missing one. And so buying two, and then what happens is you have to buy a brand new set the next year because another brand new box of candles because one of those, you're missing candles and whatnot. So it's no big deal. They're very cheap. They're not $1 million. Whatnot. So, anyways, so that's the basis of lighting the menorah, what the menorah is all about, and whatnot. So, yeah. Um. So, let's see here. Let's see if this is going to work. Anyways, so as you know, my channel usually is talking about Disney stuff, and we're going to be starting up. Just this is kind of like an update here. I gotta tomorrow, at some point in time tomorrow, I'm going to be live, and I'm going to be discussing. I'll be posting the time here on my channel, and be posting when I'm going to be going over some Disney news. It might just be something I upload sometime during tomorrow, and I'm going to be trying to do that more often here, starting. So be on the lookout. I like to get conversations started. I like what's going on with some of the other Disney people with their live videos and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so that's the crux of that. So, thank you for watching tonight's very short, informative video about the menorah here. I really, really appreciate everybody coming by here and watching it if you have not seen, because this is the beautiful menorah. This is a beautiful piece of artwork that I've had for a long period of time. It has been serving its purpose and serving it well and looking beautiful at the same time. And everybody has a menorah. When some families have heirloom menorahs, believe it or not, that are passed on from one generation to the next, and whatnot. But Hanukkah is a great, really, really. Some people think of it as it being a minor holiday. It's not a high holiday. That is true, but I think it's an important holiday on the calendar of the Jews. Um, you know, defeating the Greeks that had taken over the temple, and I don't want to say Greeks, but they believed in the Greek gods, and trying to get rid of the Jewish religion and the Jewish people and the Maccabees fighting back to reclaim the temple. And who knows what would have happened with the temple if and the Jewish people if did not revolt against the people the Suclids. I'm probably saying their names wrong, but you know what I'm saying. So we don't know what would have happened, and that small army of Maccabees defeated them, and it's a glorious. To gain your land back is a glorious thing to celebrate, and I like looking at a lot of lights in the holidays, and so I like to drive around. So I think what's going to happen probably tomorrow is tomorrow Sunday, and I think we'll be making it may probably will be recorded or and then upload in the evening time here, but it will be about driving around and looking at some lights. I really do like lights, and there's lots of them. So uh, I will be showing you some holiday lights, Christmas lights, whatever you want to call them, from around where I live and some other places in the Detroit metro area. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a great one. And as I say, for now, over and out.